Hey everyone, long time no see. This is the weekly collective reading for December 31st, 2018 through January 6th, 2019. And I hope this is catching you without a hangover and on productive movements. This is collective. So, if you're just chiming in, say hello, let me know where you are in the world. And also, make sure you like, share, subscribe, hit the bell, especially if you're new. It's going to get better. It's going to expand. I'm actually working on an expansion right now. It's collective. So if something resonates, that is awesome. You can let me know in the comments. You can reach out, personal message, find me on all social platforms. Check out all the links below. I'm a reader with Zen Rose Garden. And, oh. Check out Zen Rose Garden. I do readings with them too. And there is this amazing platform, evergreen classes, amazing teachers, complete access to it all. It's, free for the first 3 months, and then it's only $19.97 after that. But check it out. And check out the Badass Personal Development with a Metaphysical Twist. That's actually renamed Zen Ed Bootcamp. Well, yeah, Zen Ed Bootcamp. Yeah, I have it right. I've been tripping over my words all day, but those are absolutely my loves. I love those people. And my soul brother is on right now, Danny. He is a Canadian amazement. And all right, if something doesn't resonate for this week, you can either let it fall away, ask for clarification, book your own personal reading. Everything's welcome, acceptable. Check the links. So what do we have? I'm pulling first from the Caroline Myers archetype cards. Funky names, to say the least. I really don't want anyone to get hooked on the names. It's about what's underneath. So we have Vampire, Knight, Judge, Virgin, Liberator. All right, so the light attributes. I'm going to tell you what they say. I'm going to tell you the story. Makes you aware that someone or something is draining your life force. Loyalty, romance, chivalry, honor of love. Balancing justice and compassion. Managing a fair distribution of power. Maintaining symbolic purity of heart and spirit. Freeing yourself and others from outmoded beliefs, releasing negative thought patterns. You're taking the program that has been an endless cycle through all these years, decades, millenniums. You're taking the evolution of the programs that have been bestowed on people. Whatever you think life was supposed to be, and you're breaking those programs. You're breaking those impression characters that people wanted you to play. You're speaking from the heart. You know your path, you know your truth, you know everything. You're not going to let anyone take your power away from you. You are knowing exactly who you're needing to pull those energies from. It's not always out of maliciousness. Sometimes people just take because it's all they know how to do, and you're putting up the boundary. So, again, this is saying that you are going to reprioritize where you put your energies, where you put your connections to people. You're opening up the gates for more genuine, well, not more genuine, for genuine communication, for genuine connections, authentic, heartfelt, your storyline is, but this is a collective. So, with this, you're not doing this out of selfishness, the negative selfishness. You're not doing this out of fear of judgment. You're done with the judgment. You're done with doing things for other people and just forgetting to take care of yourself. This is self-care at its finest, and this is because it is in your heart. It is in your truth. This is not done with shallow reason. I really hope you understand that. So what do you need to be mindful of moving forward with this? I'm not accusing you of anything. I'm not saying you are going to do something. These are things to keep in mind as you navigate along this new path, this new start for yourself. Again, we're at a new year. This is a huge year for manifestation. So a lot of things are going to be changing. A lot of overhaul. It's already started, and this is going to only get amplified throughout this entire year. With this, Don't take from others to fill your cup. I know that it was done to you in the past. It's not saying that it's right. You are breaking that cycle where people just take from each other. Fill your own cup with your joys, your experience, with your heart's richness. That's going to overflow. And then it's going to flow into other people's cups. And it's going to be a constant yin-yang flow. I'm not saying that there aren't going to be times of some sort of minute downfall. That's life. Life is imperfect. You're imperfect. You are just getting to a better imperfection of yourself. That is the path of life. So take it for what it is and keep building on yourself. Don't expect others to live your life for you. You are not a project for anyone else. You don't need to be rescued. So don't become dogmatic. Don't succumb to an illusion. You'll know it by the way that it feels. If it's for grandeur, step away from it. You're better than that. You've gone through too much to give yourself into something so temporary. Offering only destructive criticism, don't break another person down to build yourself up. You've gone through that yourself, and now the shoe's on the other foot you don't want to wear. I hope that that made sense. So, okay. Flip side of this, don't be afraid to put yourself out there. Don't be afraid to speak your truth. Don't be afraid of the connections. Everything about life is do or don't. Connections will either go the distance or they will fade away. And you can't control that. You can control part of your co-creation. What do you want? What is real for you? What makes you thrive as a person? What is the other side to this story? Does it match up? No? Okay, so you're gonna let it part ways. And that is gonna create a space for something that is real to come in. Something that's gonna progress you along your path. Something that's gonna make you expand in mind, body, and spirit. Everything is a learning lesson. And if it's done with the cup of love, then it's going to be part of your expansion. If you do things out of fear, it's going to be part of your encasing. You don't need that. So what is the shadow attribute of liberator? Imposing your tyranny over those who you claim to liberate, ignoring legitimate constraints. You don't have to be a know-it-all. You don't have to have all your ducks in a row. You are just as new to this world as everyone else. Every moment is new, recycled, and it's completely detailing the incoming moments. So you don't know better than anyone for what is the best for anyone else. You only know what's best for you. Keep that in mind. Now, again, I'm not accusing you. It's just something to be mindful of along your path. Daily guidance from the angels. Let's see. I think I need to eat after this. I hear my stomach grumbling. I don't know if you can hear it on there, but oh my God, my stomach is grumbling. I think I'm gonna have, I don't know, salad. I'm really craving salad. I ate an entire piece of turmeric root earlier. It's awesome for inflammation. And it doesn't taste that bad either. I've been popping garlic like pills because it is a huge detoxifier. And even if something isn't the most amazing flavor to begin with, if it's something that, well, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm not a doctor, right? I'm a spiritual person. No, I'm not sick. It's just I like being kind of natural and progressive with my health. But that's just me. That's a personal decision. I'm not putting that idea on anyone else. I'm not a doctor. I don't know your life. I don't have any sort of insight to what that is. But I love doing that. I love the way that it feels, that feeling of and just your body coming alive. So, daily guidance from your angels. This is from Doreen Virtue. So what came out is notice the signs, cleanse, detoxify, wedding, shower of abundance, well, acceptance, then shower of abundance. So what this is saying is your life is constantly unfolding before you. You're constantly getting navigation. Signs and synchronicities are not a mistake. I actually posted on social media a pretty awesome synchronistic event that happened. I am a firm believer in these things. So I'm walking to Sprouts because I need provisions. I got turmeric root, shush. And I see cards on the sidewalk and on the road. I'm thinking, all right, I don't want to pick these up right now, but if they're here when I walk back, then I'll pick them up. Because the wind was blowing. I come back, cards are in the same damn spot. So I pick them up, check them out. I know my interpretation, you can give yours. It's all welcome. It's minor arcana, and it's pretty interesting. So notice the signs and synchronicities. Don't brush it off. Life doesn't want to continue to give you sign upon a sign. If you don't want to take it, that's absolutely fine. Then life will start to quiet itself, and you can just kind of be left to your own devices. You're never alone, but it'll pull back. When you acknowledge a sign, you'll start to get more. It's not you seeking out signs, it's your life unfolding before you. And you've been getting the signs, the synchronistic events, the vibe, the feel, to pull away energies, to start elevating your body's own vibration, listening to it, communicating with it, seeing what it wants and needs for fuel, what it wants for output, doing even the smallest thing. It's flexing your perseverant muscle. So this is a time of recommitment to yourself, accepting yourself for all your flaws, or what you perceive as flaws. This is your blueprint. This is your canvas. You start off with a blank slate in life, and this, what you are working with, mind, body, and spirit, is every moment of your life so far. And again, you can take it however you want. Every painting is done with a fine detailed brush, painting in each stroke, and that is what you're doing. So where do you want to take this body, this life? Be very clear about it, because it is going to bring in your opportunities. The first week is being completely drawn in with opportunities. Angel prayers. Kyle Gray, young UK tarot or oracle creator. I really hope that everyone has an amazing New Year's. I hope that everyone takes the mindfulness to the path. You replayed their reading a few times? Oh my God. I love it. Check your astrological points. I love it. I love how this channel is expanding. All right, like half the deck fell out, so I'm not going to read that. I'm going to keep shuffling until I get 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. Not all, well, not half. That's absurd. All right. Ugh, I hate it when the cards go flying. Hey, loyal to the royal. I love saying your name. I get it, it's probably not your birth name, but I like saying it. Oh, thank you. That's really sweet, Flower. Take a step back. A miracle of forgiveness. Again, that's about you detoxing, detaching. What isn't serving you? What are you hanging on to for the sake of mental security? All right, so Jeremiah is talking about helping you to understand the process of forgiveness. You're holding on because what would it mean if you let go? Does it mean that you are uncaring? Does it mean that you are angry? Does it mean that you are ghosting everyone? No, you're forgiving them. Just because there's forgiveness there, it doesn't mean that whatever the occurrence was okay. Forgiveness is a freedom for you. It frees you from reliving the same experience over and over under the same mental and emotional conditions. It changes the perception. It frees you from the expectation of reliving it, the endless cycles. So what are you going from with there? This is saying all those shadow bits are going to come to the surface. It's going to come in bubbles, some big, some small. But when they come to the surface, it is so important that you feel them out. Feel it out for the high highs or the low lows that they are. It is part of your experience. It is something that you didn't let yourself foster before. And now here you are facing it again. What are you going to do with it? Are you going to push it away again only to have it bubble up again? Or are you going to face it now, take away its power, take away its power, its gravity, transmute it into your strength? Because you're not a victim anymore. You are a survivor. It is so important to know that you're not a victim anymore. You're a survivor. So with the spiritual abundance, that's what you're clearing your platform for. This is a purification. Whether or not you think you are ready, you said yes. You said yes and then got out of the way, and here's the flow of it. You are getting all the gold for yourself. It's really beautiful. And I'm really proud of you. This week, it's going to be a lot of transmuting energies for you. So stay on track. Don't quit before the finish line. Practice self-love, care, and compassion. Compassion above all else. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be a learning process. Oh, let's see. All right, this kept having the top card come out, so I'm going to go ahead and flip that over. Peace in reverse. How many of you have been having insomnia? Yeah. Ooh, lost a card. Hang on. I'll be back in a moment. Enjoy your snacks until then. Oh, yep. Okay. How many of you have been experiencing, yeah, insomnia, right? I had insomnia the other night. It was like almost a week ago. And I think it actually may have been Tuesday night, but it's regardless. It was just laying there thinking about the future, thinking about all the amazing things that I wanted to have happen, and envisioning, you know, career, love, environment, what did I want for myself? And it was an excitement. It wasn't comfortable, but it was an excitement. You know, what did I want? And I was very clear about it. I didn't sleep that night. I didn't sleep at all during the day. I think I finally crashed on well, this I don't do. I'm not doing the personal projections, but you can ask your question in there and I can see if I can answer it regardless. Maybe it'll come out in the cards. So, you know, once I crashed, I slept for like 12 hours. I woke up and with a new sense of self. It was really interesting. All right, this is saying that the peace isn't there for you because you haven't stepped away from the event yet. You haven't fully stepped into your new self yet. I think this is just the closing up of the final day of the year and embracing the new year. It's the last hurrah of, oh, damn it. It's not fun at all. But you have got to give credit where it is due. All right, love, you know, whatever. Here we go, love. I'm gonna do this for you, loyal, because you've been loyal to me since you got here. New love coming in, don't push it away. Oh, thank you. Okay, so the relationship that is coming into play, this is for you, loyal. It's gonna have that, it's a new love. However, don't push it away, give it a chance. It's gonna feel new, it's gonna be completely new in personhood. Give it a chance and breathe. And one more for you, because I love saying your name. I wanted you. Keep an open mind. You can't hold them to past conditions. I think you got that one other time. The chemistry is undeniable. Be open. It's not too good to be true, and it's not what it was. All right, blessed. Give credit where it's due. And this isn't for you, loyal to the royal. I'm going back to the reading. Give credit where it's due. You weren't perfect. You did backlash. There were people hurt because of you, whether it was malicious or not. Take responsibility for part you played in it. Not saying that you're a monster, I'm not saying that at all. But give credit where it's due, because it wasn't completely all them. Sometimes you're gonna be the bad guy in someone's book. It's not your problem, but actualize your part. Actualize your imperfections. It is where you can build off of. It is your freedom. This is truly a blessing. When you own your faults, no one can hold them against you. It's really important for you to know. I know that I'm one of the most faulted people that, well, I'm a very faulted person. I have said things to hurt people in the past, and I get to reflect back and see that I actively hurt someone that I cared about. Oh, absolutely loyal to the royal. But in knowing that, in reflecting on that, forgiving myself for being such an arse at the time, I now know the gravity of my words. I cannot unsay the things that I say. So I am very proactive in communicating to someone. I will never go out of my way to hurt someone. I will never try and break a person down. I don't want to see you in pain. So that is something that, be mindful of your faults. Again, if you're mindful of them, no one can hold them against you, because it is active choice on your part. Yeah, another person's insecurity is not your problem. That's something that they need to work on. So let's look at this and then on. It's going to be done until, well, tomorrow I'm coming on early because I'm going to a cocktail party. This amazing woman named Crystal Fuentes. I'm going with some amazing friends. I haven't been to a party in years. I don't even think I'm gonna know how to human. All right, guys, this is a huge learning process for you. You don't know it all. All right. Let's see. Oh, okay. You're attracting the opportunities to let go of these people and situations right now. You may not know how to forgive. It's okay to not know how to forgive. There's so many ways to forgive. We think that we have to go and mend that connection. You don't have to. Write it down, put it underwater. I don't care. You can write it down. You can speak the words. You can unload to a friend. You can reach out. Whatever gets the words out, whatever gets the unbridled emotion out. You can love them from afar. It's for your own personal, mental health and mental safety, because it's really easy to become entrapped in someone when you give them the opportunity to break your heart, trusting that they won't, and they still do. So again, this is going to be a learning process, learning how to write, how to forgive, how to move on from things, but you're creating the opportunities to do so. So this is going to be hit and miss for you, hit and miss. What am I doing? Okay, that didn't work. I'm going to try something else. But again, this is part of your purification process. It's not going to be easy. All right, let's look at love. Single and looking, reconciliation, and our established partnerships. If you are new to the channel, hi, let me know where you are in the world. Even on the replay, do it. The cards went flying. Spiritual awakening, guys. Your love is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So if you're single and looking, well, either you, them, or both parties are going through a spiritual awakening right now. No, it's not. It's a story of protection of fear. I had the damnedest time letting people in. But people will start to stand at the wall, start to chip away at it, and then they will break down your walls, your barriers, change everything that you thought you knew about yourself. They'll make you vulnerable. And even then, some of them will still manage to hurt you. That is the opportunity, because they are meant to stay or go from your life, but they are there to teach you a lesson. And you don't need to test them, all right? They're going to come into your life. They'll either stay or go, but they're there for a lesson. And so are you. It is co-creation. Don't come to the table ready for a fight. Yeah, it's going to hurt. I've walked away from things that were gut-wrenching and broke my heart. That still, if I dwell on it too long, like if I really want to marry in those emotions, I'll still get sad because it meant so much. But the time is up and there's mutual space for growth, and I still love them, but there is space to grow. You don't need to test them. You're worth more than a test. Let them show up every single day and renegotiate the contracts. Well, you can know that reconciliation is an opportunity, but you still have to live your life. You can't sit and wait for them to come to you because it is mirroring you. So if you're not doing the work, then you can count on whatever is on the external part is not doing the work either. Life mirrors you. Even in balance. So if you are imbalanced, you're going to experience imbalance. And if you are balanced, if you are working towards your balance, anything that's imbalanced will be shun away. It's not a bad thing. Religious factors, healing family issues, wedding, finances and career, separation. So if you are single and looking, you've probably been single for a while, or at least feeling single, completely working on self, but going through the spiritual awakening and trying to figure out, do you want a family? Do you want someone who has a family? What do you want? Do you want what you grew up with? The answer is no. Then that is something that you need to solidify in yourself. You don't want to be reliant on anyone. You don't want that interdependence. But there is love, that there is a potential for a long-standing commitment right here. Something that can go the distance. But there has to be the ability for independent interdependence, if that makes sense. You can be there for each other. Know that you're there for each other. It's not taking each other for granted, but remaining in your independence, in your personhood. It's you, it's them, and then it's the renegotiation of contract. Every single day you show up to the relationship and give your best. You don't have to be the best. There is no best. Just be what is the best version of yourself. And if they aren't meeting that in themselves, then it's time to renegotiate the contract. It's not you ditching anyone. It's just what is happening right now. If this is talking about the opportunity of reconciliation, yeah, well, the self-love and unbridled passion for yourself. It starts with you. Fill your cup. Do things that expand you and bring you joy. That is something that, needs to be said for everyone. There is more than enough to go around. If you're looking at the potential for a reconciliation, then the counterpart is being cracked open on this spiritual awakening. Because believe it or not, it's amongst the collective. And they're healing family wounds from their formative years. They're probably even still going through some sort of separation time. You guys have been separated for a while. There was so much pressure that they couldn't even focus on the connection. But I feel like maybe they're starting to get a level head too. It's because you have let go of control. Well, control of wanting that. Of, I need that, I need that. You don't need squat. You need yourself. You got yourself. Build yourself up. This does have the opportunity to go the distance. I mean, you both want reconciliation. The love was never gone. The connection has always been there. It's just, you have to have your stuff sorted out before you can come to the table. So it does have the opportunity to come back. And even if it doesn't work out this time, there's always next time. These are on again, off again relationships. Wouldn't you know it? If this is talking about already established partnerships, don't project your issues onto your partner. What is the problem? Where does it stem from? Face it and go to patient zero. You'll know exactly where it is. Well, you can love them from afar. You can love them and still not take their crap. You deserve the best. You don't deserve a project. All right, if they're not going to meet you halfway, then give them the space to continuously grow. You have all the time in the world. It's about quality of time, not quantity. All right, a 50-year anniversary doesn't mean squat if you hate each other for like 30 of them. All right. I hope that made sense. Dude, I'm going through a divorce. I was with that person for 12 years. I don't hate him, but we're terrible as a marriage. So I want him to go find his happiness, and I want to be happy in my life. Yeah, the self-esteem issues, there's a lot that comes with that. So again, you guys love each other. This is for the collective. Don't project your problems onto them and cause a wedge. You guys can communicate. That's what you're there for. You guys love each other. All right? If you guys need a mediator, get a mediator. It's worth the effort. And again, this is just another chapter in your many books of life and love. So guys, this is the last week reading for the year. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the January 1st reading. I always do it a day in advance. Check out the other videos. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell. Yeah. I love love. All the ways it expresses itself, Flower. I get it. I really do. So, guys, reach out if you need to. All the ways of communication are in the description. And until next time, stay safe, have fun. I love you so much. Thank you for showing up. Bye, everyone. Talk to you soon.